Informer allows us to save manpower, save time. We can have one person create a report, which is then basically a web report that they can roll out to whoever they need to. The end users can just click on an icon on their desktop, run the report. We don't need to worry about training somebody on how to use the reporting system, the reporting tool. Basically, it's an Excel spreadsheet, which I'm going to say everyone knows how to use Excel, but almost everyone knows how to use Excel. And then they can just use that as their report and go about their daily life. End users don't know the database. They don't know the data structures. They just want their report. They want it within 6 or 7 minutes because they got a meeting with their VP. They forgot they needed the report. So now with the live Excels and the Informer functionality, it's all at their fingertips. They don't need to worry about running the query themselves and trying to manipulate the data. It's all real time. When we first brought up Informer, like I said, in 2006, we had 6 or 7 people who were the big report writers. They were really in there running the reports and trying to figure out if Informer worked for us. We've got some data, well, we have some structural changes that make reporting out of the database difficult. So we had 6 or 7 of us who were in there running reports, and we enjoyed it. So we rolled it out kind of bits and pieces to some of the other power users. They all embraced the change. It's a web reporting tool, very similar to Access Excel, some of the queries you can do in Excel. So it's very similar to that. It's functionality that they're used to seeing. Some of the challenges that Informer also overcame was with our database, the field names are what the vendor named them, not necessarily what Sage wants them to be. So Informer allows us to name the field what our end users want it to be called, which also eases reporting, just the reporting piece of it. Then they can just pick, oh, I know that this means current GPA as opposed to something dot something dot something dot GPA. Their support, the Entrinsik support people are just top notch. You can email them or drop them a phone call. They get right back to you. Their answers are understandable. They point you in the right direction. They may not always have the answer right at the tip of their tongue, but they do get back to you and say, hey, this is your issue. Sometimes the issue is you need to upgrade to the newest version of Informer. I found that this morning, but that's okay. We're in that process anyway. But.